all of you, Your Excellency, expression and respect for the sacred. This partnership,
50 years. This long-term development vision cannot succeed without it being anchored on solid foundations of democracy.
Platform has a special focus in peace building. In Avant Platform, what we do is basically we try to contribute the intellectual capital for social peace. And this is our 32nd one, and
Director of Hardwired Global, if you don't mind to just come and proceed to the high table. Thank you.
With us, Professor Kabale Matlosa. I hope I said that correctly. The Director for Political Affairs of the...
They are well-solved cases. Dear colleagues and friends, I do not think that because the state is secular, it should be indifferent to the religious freedom enjoyed by its citizens. But two sections are not regarded as blasphemy. The laws treat them. 1618 reads as follows. 5.
Is both recognizing regional instruments, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights in Article 8 and Article 9, and the line between freedom of expression and freedom of religion. Legal principles are helpful, they're useful, but they don't provide the answer. And you may disagree with me, that sometimes the problem is not between those who wish to articulate a particular view of freedom of expression, or do you allow it because it expresses a legitimate cause of concern?
Are you hearing? Yes, are you hearing us? I don't know. Can somebody assist us with the lights, please? Yes. Thank you. And this has been provoked by the chair.
I can't disagree with that. I think we have Mother Teresa, we have...
You to our two panelists. I have arranged with the organizers just to go for another round. Reverend, so if you can stick to the time without me intervening, I will really your closing remarks on reconciling speech, religion, and society. Will 2 to 3 minutes be okay?
Media Law Platform.
All of you, Your Excellency, expression and respect for the sacred.
Media Law Platform. The Media Log also regularly offers Covering Turkey briefings for representatives of foreign media outlets. The Tolerance 700, the Art of Living Together meeting was held in Istanbul, and the evening concluded with choirs from the monotheistic religions taking the stage together. In line with its objectives, the platform has organized a number of international...
separatism are the most serious problems to the humankind, and peaceful coexistence is only possible through education, unity, and dialogue. The Foundation has gained the general consultative status at the United Nations Economic and Social Council in July 2012, being the first and only institution in Turkey to achieve this status in Turkey with respect to its international projects that have mainly global impact all over the world. Our projects and activities are among common values like human rights, freedom of faith and conscience, and freedom of thought and expression, equal opportunity, and rule of law. For a peaceful coexistence, there is a vital need for institutions which alleviate these problems, which are being identified by Mr. Gülen. The need for peace, freedom, and stability is essential for every person and every society. And there is no doubt that the freedom of expression is a cornerstone of democratic rights and freedoms. It's not only important for individual dignity, but also to participation, accountability, and democracy. Violation of freedom of expression often go hand in hand with other violations, in particular the right of freedom of association and assembly. Freedom of thought and expression in our time is an issue that has much emphasis placed on it. But it's a fact too that in the age of social media, what once might have been only shared by a few can now be heard and read instantaneously around the world with the social media. This new era creates many challenges when it comes to the important democratic principle of free expression. When the sacred is involved, this becomes all more important, and as event in the past has shown dire. Unfortunately, as insulting faith, religion, and sacred values are seen as a form of freedom of expression and taught in some circles, similarly, ugly remarks and comments concerning other fields are not acceptable. On the contrary, this goes so far and that they are considered hate crimes. Being aware of this challenge, we want to shed light on the relationship between the peaceful coexistence and the issue of freedom of expression and respect to sacred. Because to say, in Mr. Gülen's word, quote unquote, if the principle of respecting other sacred values, an important component of peaceful coexistence, is not observed, conflicts arising from such incidents of disrespect will make their presence felt as much more horrible and greater problems in today's globalized and shrunken world. In other words, those who expect respect need to be respectful too. End of quote. Before ending my speech, I would like to briefly mention two upcoming global events of our foundation, namely Peace Projects and Istanbul Summit. Peace Project is a grant program. It's an initiative of Journalists and Writers Foundation, and its mission is to provide grants for innovative grant projects promoting peaceful coexistence, conflict resolution, and peace building. Peace Project grant program awards will support projects up to $50,000 that apply broad range of discipline. Even we started the project last year, we received 1,179 applications from 107 different countries. Istanbul Summit is an international civil society organization summit which aims to gather prominent figures from every quarter to the international community with a new topic each year. And the first summit is going to be in Istanbul, entitled Women's Perspective on UN Post-2015 Development Agenda, will be held on 31st May and 1st June of 2014. As the deadline for Millennium Development Goals Fest approaches, this summit specifically aims to highlight women's perspectives, experiences, and insights as vital inputs for the United Nations new development goals. Both of the projects will have sustainable effects all over the world. And finally, I would like to thank the African Union for its cooperation, and it's a special pleasure to work with this union, which aims to promote an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa, driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in global arena. Before leaving the podium, I just would like to mention a couple of words about the program, and also, as I told you, this program is co-organized by African Union and Avant platform under Journalists and Writers Foundation. I would like to recognize the Secretary General of the Abant Platform, Ibrahim Anlı, is here sitting with us, and thank him for his efforts and his crew. And if you have any questions, Ibrahim Anlı, can you raise your hand? Okay, thank you very much. About the